Hello fellow shadows, welcome to another video, and today I figured I would give my tip on how to help your discs get like a longer lifespan per se. Assuming that there are some of you who has discs that usually go by a sort lifespan. Cause I've seen a few people leaving their discs out of their cases. Now I have a lot of discs in here. Some are video games. You saw Injustice, Gods Among Us, more Lego Marvel Superheroes. Uh, we have some soundtracks like Adventures, Age of Ultron, the Michael Jackson Escape, Doctor Who, and some stuff like that. But some people, I'm just going to use this as on it, just leaves their disc kind of like this, out in the open, on a flat surface, where like any type of particles can get on the disc. Now, there wouldn't exactly be a problem with that, but there's one thing. If you leave your disc out for extended period of time, that could damage the disc. That's why people who makes like games and CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays has discs. I mean like cases. Because if you at some point it might not be the damage might not be permanent right away, but eventually the damage will be permanent. And when you put your disc into whatever system you are using that discs for, whether it's a video game system, a movie system, or whatever, the system won't be able to read the disc because it has lasers. And it kind of and the lasers helps like reads the discs. And it, and you're creating a harder job for the disc if you're leaving the discs out in the open. Like literally. Just think about it this way. Just pretend it's a mirror. And by leaving it out, you're essentially creating fog. You guys will know what I mean if you guys ever took showers, and when you get out of the shower, and you see fog on your mirror in the bathroom. Now, can you see yourself in the mirror? Not really. I mean, it's really, really blurry, and you can't really see all your features on the mirror. Well, that's the same. You can kind of use the same concept with the discs. The discs are like a mirror. By you leaving out your disc out there, it's kind of like you taking a shower and allowing the disc to create fog, which creates even harder time to for the disc to get read by whatever system you're using. And here's another thing, because I've seen a few people. Now I'm holding one of the two correct ways. This is the correct way or the donut hole, which is just putting your finger through the section. But I've seen people. I don't really listen to this CD anymore, so it won't really make much difference if I do it right now. But this is only an example. Your fingerprints can even smudge some of the code. I don't know why my phone keeps citing, but your fingerprints keep smushing the disc. It could dampen. It can fog up the mirror in this case. Mirror. And if I do this, see what I'm doing? I'm literally putting my fingers on here as as you can see myself recording this on my phone. But by doing this, I am damaging the disc. Now, it might not be a right away thing. I might not be able to see the damage as of right now, and I can't. But my fingers, by doing this, is damaging it a little bit. It's not too bad. But if I keep on doing this, say I keep on doing this for a month, maybe in a month's time, I won't be able to play this Disney karaoke disc. And the same thing applies if you have like a Blu-ray/DVD disc, or if you have a video game disc. Any sort of disc will get damaged if you touch it like this, or leave it out of its case, or any case. Two ways to fix it, or two ways to handle your discs. Carry it like this, where you're not touching the disc with your hands, you're just touching the outer part. And you won't be damaging your disc. Or you can put your one of your fingers through the hole, the center of the hole, as I call it, the donut hole. This way we'll have like extend the life of the disc. Another thing, you have a case, right? Put in some sort of case. This is my case. This is my disc. Right? You see me putting it into my case. And now that it's in my case, I can touch it all I want, and because it has a protective bearing around it, and I can touch it whatever I want, and I'm not damaging it. Now, in some video, like, I can pull it out in the center, and yeah, in this case, I have to touch it a little bit, but try to touch it on the edge, and voila. Now, all video game cases for their discs has something in the middle where you can push on it and it will take the disc out. There's a reason why they have that, because they don't want you to be busy touching your fingers on the disc, because it could damage the disc. So my advice, which I kind of pretty much said and went into detail per se, is if you have a disc, and if you want it to live a long life, and if you have any plans of selling it in the future for other people to enjoy it, touch it on the sides of, like, touch it on the sides like this, or do this. That way you don't exactly have to do it. Look, I'm doing one finger. And never ever, ever do this. Because that, like, all around, constantly. Because that could fog up the mirror. This being a mirror. And this is one of my games. Also, put your discs in the case. Because, like I said, if you leave it out of your case, that could damage your disc, fog up your disc, make it harder to read in the system, and any particles, whether it's like water or food or whatnot, could land on it. That shouldn't happen. And there's been some people say, oh, well, why do you hold your games like this, or like this, but not like this? Well, I explained the reason. I explained why in this video. And why do you always put your game discs back in? It's only a few people. Well, I just explained in this video as well. Long story short, because I want my disc to live a good life. And if it gets ruined, I don't want it to be because I was reckless with it, which by touching it, not holding it on the side, or using your finger to go through the hole, leaving it out where particles can get on it and make it hard to read and stuff like that, it's being reckless with it. So that's, means in my head it's common sense, but I realize that some people aren't aware of this, and I do realize that some of the viewers to Scattered Shadows is kids. So this is me trying to help, not to really like get on your guys' asses about it. Just me trying, a concerned person. who's trying to help your chances of potentially playing the same game for years to come. So that's my advice. Is up to you whether or not you take it or not, but that's just my advice of if you want to extend the life of your discs. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up. And I'll see you shadows later.